you guys? I am here right now to share with you my dynamic warm-up. I do this before almost every workout. I change some of the moves in the flow sequence a little bit, but for the most part, this is the flow I go with. It activates everything, gets everything stretched and loosened. I usually do about a 5-minute flow sequence. I'm gonna put on about a 3-minute song. So my warm-up usually goes at least a song or more. I lean into whichever stretches I need to based on which areas of my body are tight. So I'm going to start this song, and then I'll lead you through the dynamic warm-up. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with your feet shoulder-width apart. The shoulders nice and loose. You're going to reach all the way up. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. You're going to reach all the way up to the sky. This is a good place to use your dancer hands if you have them. I do not. I'm going to reach up one more time. Go down. This time you're going to put your hands on the ground and you're going to walk them out. Alright, so you've walked out into a plank position. You're going to hit a little down dog here, stretch out those hamstrings. And then go back into plank. I'm going to pull my right leg forward so that I'm going to give a runner stretch. I'm going to let my knee fall out to the side a little bit to give my inner thigh a good stretch there. And then I'm going to turn into this and go into the world's greatest stretch right here. Open it up. And I'm going to hit a flow sequence. I'm going to touch my shoulder. And then go back up. Shoulder. And go back up. You bring your hand back to the ground. You're going to drop that back knee. And you're going to lean into a good runner stretch here, okay? I'm going to turn a little bit so y'all can see my whole body. Get that runner stretch. Shift your weight back so that you go into a hamstring stretch. Put a reach in there if it feels good. And then shift between those two. Runner stretch to that hamstring stretch. I'm going to do 2 more. And then I'm going to go up to my knees. I'm going to reach for this back leg, and I'm going to turn toward my leg. I'm going to give a rotation here for my spine. Woo! I'm going to catch my balance. Okay, get that quad stretch going on in here. Get your spine flexed. The balance on the side is not great. Alright, when that feels good, you're going to drop it. Bring your hands back down. Shoot your foot back into plank. Give us a downward dog here. Oh, that felt really good. This time I'm going to add a reach with my downward dog. I'm going to reach to the opposite foot. Do that one more time. Alright, now we're going to your other side. Bring your other leg forward. Lean into that stretch, let that leg fall open. Add that rotation in there when it feels good. And then go to your shoulder. Then open up again. Shoulder. And one more open. There we go. I'm going to drop that back knee. I'm going to lean into this runner stretch. So that was 3 minutes. We made it through one song. And I usually do go over in this warm-up because it feels so good. We're going to shift back. We're going to go back forward again. I'm going to do 2 more of these. Alright, this time I'm coming up to my knee. Putting that foot in my hand. I'm giving a turn. Pull that back leg so you get a good stretch here in your quad. Turn so you get a good stretch in your back. Alright, drop that foot. Bring both hands back to the center. Shoot that leg back behind you. You're in plank here. Give us a down dog. Come back to plank. This time we're going to lower to the ground like a push-up. Okay? You're going to put one arm out to the side. And then you're going to bring your leg over for a scorpion. And you're going to flow. Give me about 4 scorpions on both sides. I'm going to do one more on each side. You should be stretching your front shoulder and your leg over here. Alright, now push back up into your plank position. Put your knees on the ground, and now you should be in a tabletop. We're going to activate our core a little bit. Give me a couple bird dogs. Bird dog is when your opposite hand and foot reach out. Give me 2 more on each side. 1, 2. 1, 2, and then 5. Now we're going to thread the needle, which is going to get your spine and your shoulders really open. You're going to take one hand, you're going to put it through the other hand and put your shoulder to the ground. And then you're going to switch. And flow through a couple of those. Alright, and one more. Get back in that tabletop position. Push yourself back into child's pose. Stretch out for a second here. Push all your weight forward, go into a cobra. Stretch here. Now we're going to push backwards into downward dog, and we're going to walk our hands back up to standing. Once you get here, kind of hug your elbows for a second and rock side to side. I'm going to turn side to side a little bit. You're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, with your neck being the last thing that comes up. You let your head roll a little bit. Nice and loose. It's a good place to end your dynamic warm-up there. Although if you have a leg day, I would do a little more activation. So with leg day activations, I like to give myself a few good mornings. So without weight, just pushing that butt back to the back wall and standing up. This is really activating those hamstrings and those glutes. I also like to throw in a couple squats to get my quads nice and activated. Just slow and controlled movements here. I usually do about, 10 to 15 just to get warmed up. And then I like to go out too and do a couple here. I'm just getting everything warm before I add weight. I'm going to do a couple lunges just to get that range of motion warmed up. And do anything else you need to get your body activated. You want to get those muscles activated before you put weight under them, okay? These are called Frankensteins. I'm going to kick into those a little bit. And once you're feeling nice and warm, it is time to work. I hope you like this warm-up, and I hope you have a good workout.